What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Orange Dungeon today, giving it to you real raw, rugged. And I got someone on the phone right now. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. Who we got?
Yeah, Swavay, man, what's going on, y'all?
Hey, man, what's going on with you, man? For the people who don't know who Swavay is, just tell them a little bit more about yourself.
Swavay, 21, currently. Uh, Signed to boomin Records right now on the Metro. From Atlanta, man. Just been, I guess, on the underground music scene for a long ass time. I guess hometown hero for everybody in Atlanta. Trying to, I guess, represent, modern day lyricism.
So Boominati, is that that's Metro Boomin record label, right?
Yeah, he just started it maybe like 2 years ago. And I've been signed to him officially maybe like a couple months now, but I've been like quote unquote like Illuminati for maybe like a little bit over a year now.
Well, before we even get into your music and everything, just want to get to know you a little bit better on a personal level, man. I see like you a sports guy. Like, what things outside of like music interest you? Like, I seen you with the Jacksonville Jaguars jersey. Um,
The crazy thing is I'm not a Jaguars fan. It's just that jersey is so damn fire. I just like, bro, like I gotta just put it on for my video shoot, man. I'm actually a Falcons fan, bro. I'm a big sports fan, bro. Like, nigga, every day I wake up, like, the first thing I do is check YouTube and like just let that shit run on ESPN's like updates, while I'm in the shower and starting my day for real, like.
it's crazy that you bring up you're a Falcons fan. You got the Jaguar jersey on because I'm from Jacksonville, and I have a lot of hate for the team that I root for because my team kicked Jacksonville's ass and they kicked the Falcons' ass really bad. And my team is the Patriots, man. So
I knew he was gonna say that. That's crazy. I knew he was gonna say that.
so I've been waiting for years, literally, to interview somebody from Atlanta, so I can ask them just quickly what was your thoughts on that Super Bowl when you guys were blowing the Patriots out? Did you think you have it in the bag, or how was you feeling that day?
Honestly, you know what? Honestly, I did think we had it in the bag, but I've been a Falcons fan my whole life, so like I kind of knew some type of fuck shit was gonna go on for us to lose that game, you know. So I can't even sit here and be like, you know, I wasn't excited as fuck like it was like the first half of the fucking game, because I was, but I at the same time I knew like Matt Ryan's so fucking retarded. Like, I knew he was gonna fuck the game up somehow, some type of way. So like, even to this day, like I see Matt Ryan like once a year, bro. I don't shake his hand, like fuck Matt Ryan, bro. I hate Matt Ryan, bro. Fuck Matt Ryan.
So are you a guy that plays sports? Like, do you know how to play any sports?
Yeah, bro. I always tell people like people that know me know like for like if I wasn't playing basketball. I mean, if I wasn't rapping, I'd probably be playing basketball. Um, some shit happened my senior year where I couldn't play on the team, just because like I had to relocate and shit. But like, man, honestly, and if I wasn't taking music, you know, as serious as I have been for a long ass time, I probably would have been playing basketball.
Well, if we ever link up, man, I could definitely hand you a L in basketball if you would like that. You know what I'm saying,
Hell
man?
nah, bro. I play basketball too often to lose, bro. I'm like, bro, I literally like, I tell people all the time, bro, like, I rap for a living. Like all I do is rap. Like, I'm paid to rap. This is my profession. I play 2K Madden like an unemployed father, and I hoop like I have hoop dreams every day, nigga. Like, bro, I'm really ready for anything. Only nigga I don't want to see on the court that's not a rookie is Chris Brown. I seen his highlights.
Yeah, Chris Brown was nice. Chris Brown was like, hey, man, if you want to set any of that up, man, 2K, Madden, real life basketball, just let me know, man, because hey, I'm out here handing nails to niggas, man. Definitely out here.
Bro. Like, we really can do that. Right now, I don't have a PlayStation, bro. I don't know why, bro. Like, even though like I have I'm signed, like I'm finally having like I guess quote unquote money, bro. Like I still hate spending money. So like I don't have a PlayStation right now because my little brother convinced me to invest in like some type of shit, and I sold my PlayStation for him to invest. Not, and the crazy thing is, I only had to invest like $200 to $500, bro. I could have easily just gave him like $500, but I was like, I don't really want to take this money out of my bank.
Yeah, I feel you.
So I was like, fuck it, bro. I just need my PlayStation. It's not like I'm never really home anyway, so. But now, as soon as I get that shit back, I'm about to buy one like next week, bro. Like I'm bad with money, so like the fact that you just challenged me, bro. Like I'll probably buy one next week. Text me like, bro, what's up?
I'm on that shit. Hey man, you got the number, so you already know what's good, man. But nah, that's some good that's some good brother shit right there. So I guess taking it back, I'm guessing you from Atlanta, right?
Yeah, I'm from Atlanta, but I've lived like damn near everywhere in the fucking world, bro. Or I should say in the U.S.
Have you is like you like a military child or?
Nah, I think it was just growing up, and having like I guess like a really rough life. Like my life really wasn't never, I guess, financially stable until Metro came around the corner and blessed me. But growing up, my mom just that's just what we did. Like we just relocated all the time. So I think between like maybe like 7th and 12th grade, I went to like hella different schools, bro. I was in like South Carolina, Philly, Atlanta, LA, back and forth all the time. Like, bro, it was crazy.
So is there a point like outside of Atlanta, since that's where you're from, but you said you moved everywhere? Is there a place that you kind of like call a second home?
Definitely Philly. Like I love Philly. Like, bro, like man, when they won the fucking championship last year, I feel like I won that shit. Like, I feel like it was the Falcons for real. Like,
Nigga, I was crying when they won, man. I was so disappointed.
for real, like I just love Philly, man. Like the people there are just so nice, and I know they always say like it's a place of brotherly love and tough love and shit, but man, like the people there are just so genuine, bro. Like they don't fuck around, you know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate that shit.
Yeah, I rock with Philly niggas. I feel like Philly niggas, like you just said, they genuine niggas. They feel like very like thorough, just very just genuine niggas, like you said. So yeah, I definitely do fuck with Philly niggas. I guess moving on from you growing up, when did you know that like you wanted to be a rapper? Was it after your senior year when you had a little complication trying to play basketball?
Nah, I mean I kind of gave up hoop dreams kind of early and just kind of put it in the back end. Like I was still playing basketball throughout high school and shit. But rapping was always my main thing. Like people knew me as a rapper. Like I think I really knew music was for me maybe like really early, maybe like 5th or 6th grade. Like I met one of my best friends to this day still. The High, he goes by Hottie. I rap with him a lot. We got a lot of songs together and shit. Like we just both had the same love for music, and from there, like we just kind of found any way we could to make music, from like recording voice memos over beats, or like trying to sync videos up to match the audio up on the beat or some shit. Like this is when we was like 11 or 12. Like bro, just do anything we can to songs and burn them on CDs so we can pass them out at school. And I guess like growing up, especially in Atlanta, like people always knew me as like the rapper. Like that's the one. Like he raps for real. As time went on, like of course the quality got better. But I always kind of knew, man. Like once the bug bit me, like it was nothing else. Like I put basketball on the back burner. But it's still there. Like I still hoop all the time. But music is just it's everything, bro.
So you make beats too?
Yeah, I make beats. I actually started making beats before I was rapping. Like I was making beats maybe like when I was like younger than 12, maybe like 10. Just on like Pro Tools at my uncle's house, or like on like this little video game my mom bought me, which actually wasn't a video game. It was like FL Studio for your PSP, which is the craziest shit.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like called Trackpad or some shit. And I was killer, nigga. I was making crazy ass beats on that shit. And then from there, like I think I ran into like FL Studio, and then from there I was like, oh yeah, this is what I'm on. So
I probably should have started off with this, but just to tell you how I found you, your boy Fernando, he hit me up and he showed me you. And it's so many rappers in this world. Like when a nigga be like, "Hey, you listen to this nigga," or "Listen to me," you be like, "Oh, God, like, another nigga, like another nigga rapping." Like, God, dog. So I listened to it, and I was like, "This is cool. It's okay." So I like recently went to rediscover you again. I'm like, let me give Brett a second chance. I was like, I wasn't really trying to listen to him. I was like doing other stuff. So the song that caught my attention was "Quick Trip." Nigga, that song is so hard, nigga.
That's usually the one for everybody.
Nigga said he gonna beat a nigga ass at the Quick Trip, man. I was like, God damn, man. So yeah, that was such a fire song, man. And something else I wanted to bring up. I seen you had a Vince McMahon reference. Then I went on your Instagram and I seen you had the WWE belt. I would assume that you probably grew up watching wrestling.
Nigga, what? Nigga, I had a Stone Cold.
I didn't even see that. I didn't even realize that, to be honest with you. That's fire.
Nigga, I grew up, bro. I was a wrestling fanatic, bro. Even to this day, like I don't watch wrestling now. I can't get into it because like the PG era and shit. But like, man, what, nigga? All the way up to like 14, nigga. I was wrestling, bro. What? This was everything, nigga. I was missing hella sleep to watch Raw every night. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit was everything, nigga. What? Now, like I find myself like, if I'm really, really bored or just at the crib and I'm not doing shit, I'll go like watch like old wrestling shit, like the 90s and shit. Like I do that shit like all the time, bro. Like just this is fun. Like I don't know.
I'm the same way. I fell out of love with it, and then probably as of like 4 years ago, I got back into it like super heavy. So now I'm still back into it, and I think it's really just cool when like you listen to a rap song and you hear a nigga reference something you into, you like, oh, that's fire. You know what I'm saying? So like if a nigga like reference a sports team, they always do that. But if a nigga reference like something that's not referenced all the time, be like, oh, he said. You know what I'm saying? He going Stone Cold, whatever. You're like, oh, that's fire. So I just want to say I appreciate the wrestling references that you put in the music.
That's funny that you said that, bro. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they was saying I was Rob Banks with the.
That's what I was thinking about. If you do the anime references, I was just thinking about.
Yeah, like that was funny as fuck. Like shit, nah, man, wrestling and shit, bro. Like I keep trying to tell somebody I want to go to like a WrestleMania, and the crazy thing is, I was so pissed, bro. The last WrestleMania that just came up, I was in LA with my friend Gunnar Stahl. He's like, bro, like this nigga loves wrestling the same way I do. And bro, like I literally seen him one day. Next day, like somebody, I think Metro was like, yeah, bro, Gunnar at WrestleMania with Cash, the Weeknd's manager and shit. Yeah. I'm like, nah, stop lying. Like, what the fuck? They could have took me with them. They went on like PJ and everything, but this nigga Gunnar taking photos and shit. I'm like, oh shit, bro. Had my opportunity and this nigga didn't tell me shit. I'm texting him mad as fuck, like, bitch ass nigga. Like,
yeah, that's. I mean, hey, I feel you getting to the point where niggas from WWE might give you free tickets, man. So when you get there, man, you ain't even have to want to ask. Like, hey, nigga, you trying to slide? You like, hey, hell yeah, I'm trying to slide. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah,
I gotta get back into it and learn some more wrestling.
Yeah, hey man, like I said, I'm on it right now, and there's a certain sector of wrestling that if you watch it, it reminds you of the old days where you like, damn, like this feel like the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Rock. So yeah, it's gonna make you feel like that. So yeah, I can definitely help you get back into that shit.
I'm gonna get back into it again.
Yeah. But not somebody that I also wanted to bring up that when I was like doing like my research of you that you brought up is my dream interview, man. Speaking of basketball, this nigga's extremely tall. I feel like he trash at basketball, but I feel like the nigga would be raw if he knew how to play. But yeah, freaking James Blake. It was really random for me to even hear you knew him because I don't know. I just wouldn't expect him to know no Atlanta niggas. So can you please explain how he know an Atlanta nigga?
When I signed, they basically asked me like, who the fuck would I want to work with from Republic? James Blake's the first person on there, and it was just ironic. I was in LA, and I was going to the Republic Studios to go record some stuff, and you got a buzz to get in the gate. So like I buzzed to get in. It was like I heard somebody say hello, and I was like, Swavay from Boomin, trying to go in here and record. I didn't hear nothing for maybe like 2 minutes, and then James Blake comes out and he's like, Swavay, I've heard so much about you. Metro's told me this, that, and third. I'm like, bro, like this nigga James Blake tall as fuck, like
yeah, nigga super
like
tall.
7'8". I'm like, bro, this nigga like 7'8", but we ended up talking for like an hour, like just like him let me in the door. We just in the lobby, niggas looking at us and shit. Like I'm asking him all kinds of shit, bro. Like, you know, like just shit I always wanted to know about James Blake, and then from there we just built a relationship. Like I played on my album that I'm working on right now. It's supposed to come out this year, and he lost his mind, bro. And like to be honest, like he was like, man, I really want to come in and like, you know, executive produce on this shit with you, and like, well, I mean, along with Metro. And I was like, bro, please, like, and bro, like, I'm not gonna lie, like me and James, I talk to James every single day, bro. Like, if I'm frustrated with anything, I call James. If I need some help, I call James. Like, bro, like that's I consider him like family. Like even now, like he's doing my album, and we have a whole nother project together that's supposed to come out like I think this year too. Like, man, without James Blake, man, he's I don't know. I just feel like I'm at a loss for words because I don't know how to describe like
You sound
how
like me, bro. You sound like me
yeah
right now.
like
That's how I be
because
talking
it's
about,
so
man.
it's so funny like it doesn't really make sense for like me to be like friends with James Blake, but bro, like man, every time I'm in LA, bro, like I'm at his house like all the time in the hills or like even if I book a hotel, like it's like 3 minutes away from James' house, like bro, like best friends, but it's, to this day, like I'm about to text James today, like actually just to
Yeah.
play.
So I guess to kind of bring it back, we even when I bring him up, like usually I do reviews, interviews on my channel, maybe talk about here and stuff. I don't do no like video on like one nigga or whatever. But I
Right.
was listening to like James Blake albums. I'm like, you know what? I think this nigga is honestly the best artist of this decade. I'm gonna go here and make a video about it. So I'm making this video. I put it on YouTube. Nigga just going off like, man, you tripping, man. This nigga ain't no best artist of the decade. So the way you sit there and talk about it, I'm like lost words. Like, are you listening to the same music? So to say
But you
that,
know what? You know what I will say about James, bro? I think that if James was here right now to tell you, if we got him on the phone, he would definitely tell you he doesn't feel like he's the greatest artist of this generation. I think if James, I think knowing James, I know James at the back of my hand. James would definitely tell you the best artists that have walked this earth is Andre 3000, Jay Z, and Frank. Um, just knowing James, I know how much he loves us. Like I love him too. Like man, like but nah, James, I keep trying to tell him that, but he's so like he's such a humble, like down to earth dude. Like I tell him all the time, like bro, you like do you not realize like bro, like there's a statue of like respected artists and you bro, you're there and he just doesn't see it, like that's the beautiful thing about James, bro. He's just so like humble and normal and willing to work with anybody. Like that he feels like he's talented. Like he won't work with you if he feels like you're ass, bro.
mm-hmm.
But because there's definitely been some artists that he's been like, nah.
Yeah.
Like man, like James is man. That is one person like who's really gifted, bro. Like man, that's he definitely is one of the greatest artists to
Yeah.
that, that's blessed our generation for real.
Working with him, has there ever been a moment where like he kind of taught you something, or not even indirectly or directly taught you something in the studio where you were just like, damn, I'm gonna apply this to my music?
Yeah, like a lot of stuff. Like for instance, like James has this thing. Like he's always been doing it, but like now it's like the new music he's about to put out. He switches like the sounds a lot.
Yeah.
Like he's never really complacent in the music. So like now, like I'm very much so into making sure the beat is not just the same. The whole way through. Like not just one big ass FL Studio loop. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm very cautious of that now. I only record with this mic now, because James like this like my dream mic. Like this mic's like $10,000. James had one time, and I was like, bro, I've been waiting to try this mic out for a long time. Let me use it one time. We did like 5 songs that day, and ever since then, I'm like, bro, I can't go to the studio behind this mic.
What's so special about the mic?
It the mic is one of those things where it's like subtle stunning. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you ever had like some shit where like niggas don't know how much this shit costs, but you know how much this shit costs, so that you immediately feel like the flyest nigga in the room. Like it has that effect on you. Like I feel a whole lot more confident. Like you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas don't know this mic $10,000 dollars, but nigga I know I'm confident as fuck. Nigga like yeah nigga. And at the same time, like the quality of this mic is just beautiful. Like your voice is just so dominant. It sits on top of anything. It's the perfect mic. It's the perfect mic.
Yeah, I fuck with the subtle flex in general. Like I got a pair of Versace glasses, and niggas be like, "What type of glasses them is?" Like nigga, only if you knew, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly, bro. You got to.
Is there something else that you own that's like that? It's like a subtle flex.
Man, I feel like anybody that knows me would say I feel like I have a whole bunch of subtle flexes. I feel like, but at the same time, I'm very much so a hype beast. Like, so I don't know. So I guess like in my mind, I feel like I'm subtle flexing, but I feel like to everybody else, I may not be. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But I definitely do have a few things. That's kind of like, yeah, nigga. Oh, and you know, just the little flex on.
Well, to wrap this up, so you can go back to getting in the studio. If you just had to tell the people that's not familiar with your music, not familiar with your name, I guess what should they check out? When they check you out, what should they be listening to? Just try. If you're trying to win somebody over as a fan, what would you tell them?
I would say go listen to my last full project that I put out, Before I Die. That to me is my strongest body of work that's out. I feel like the album that I have right now that I'm sitting on is way stronger. But I definitely, want people to go back on that project and appreciate it a little bit more. Cause I feel like that's some good music on there.
Well, usually I like to consider myself a great interviewer or whatever, but this was so impromptu. I didn't get a chance to listen to the album, so after this is done, I'm gonna definitely tell you how I feel about the album. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely want to check it out and see what you working with.
Let me know, man. Cause that's like my pride and joy right there, man. That's the one, man.
I got you. Well, hey, anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Man.
Hold on, wait. You had one fan question. I'm sorry, you had one fan question. Young Nato said, big fan, but I have to know, who's your favorite porn star?
My favorite porn star? See, you know what? I go through phases, bro. Like, I went through phases of who's my favorite porn star. Growing up, definitely undefeated, undisputed world heavyweight champion, Alexis Texas. But see, Abella Anderson is crazy. But I feel like at this very moment, Jasmine Cashmere. And if you don't know who that is, you're welcome.
Shout out to Jasmine Cashmere. She's definitely a Christian now. She got like a whole bunch of gospel songs out. I don't know if you know that or not. Swear to God. Just type it in on YouTube. She's like a gospel singer now.
No fucking way.
And I could never look at Alexis Texas because every time I look at her, she like, I don't know, she give me like racist vibes. Like she'd call me a nigger if I ever met her. So I couldn't.
Is she the one that says she doesn't fuck?
Yep, that's Alexis Texas. That's why I could never rock with her, bro.
Yeah, you know what? And that's crazy. Like, I mean, that shit, it's still Alexis Texas. Like, she really do nothing wrong to me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, I definitely did not forget that Alexis Texas did say that. And that thought does always rouse my mind.
Yeah,
I'm looking at Alexis Texas.
That's like meeting your favorite wrestler and you like, oh my gosh, a big fan. He like, nigga, get out my face. You like, just call me a nigga.
For real, man. Damn. Who's your favorite porn star, bro?
I was gonna ask you who's your favorite wrestler, but I'll answer that first. My favorite, I give you all timer right now, all time. Special place in my heart, Pinky.
Bro, you precious, bro.
Yeah, I am. I definitely am. Right now, I'm gonna have to say, it's so many. It's like oversaturated at this point. There's so many out there. I couldn't even give you one right now. But all the time, Pinky just has a special place in my heart, man. Special place.
Pinky is nuts. You know what? I definitely went through like a month phase where like Pinky was just like the shit to me.
Yeah.
You know, and definitely as a kid, like I feel like that's the first porn star you ever hear about.
Facts. That's a big fact. That's like the first one I ever knew about. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Who your favorite wrestler though? Before we get out of here.
You know what? People gonna be so mad at me when I say this shit, bro. John Cena is my favorite wrestler.
Respectable.
Just because,
that's respectable.
You know what, bro? Honestly, in my generation, bro, and honestly, arguably of all time, bro, I feel like Hulk Hogan is like Michael Jordan of wrestling, and like John Cena is definitely like LeBron James. You know,
that's a good analogy. That's a good analogy.
And it's arguable, but I feel like John Cena is the greatest wrestler of all time. Like, you know, whether people love him or hate him, you know, he's the greatest of all time, and his album slaps, nigga. Like that.
Bro, that's a fact. Randy can rap. Actually, he can actually rap. Bro. That's crazy.
He can rap, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've literally like, bro, there's been like a few times like I'll get in my car and like I'll play like, you know what I'm saying, like 2 or 3 songs by myself, obviously, but you know, the nigga album is slap. Like that shit slaps.
Bro, I'm listening to this nigga album like, why does he rap better than some of these niggas today, man? Like, it was crazy, man.
Nah, for real, bro. Like, definitely, if I seen like a John Cena like vinyl, I'm willing to pay like $2,000.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Hey, I'm not ashamed to say this. I have John Cena's CD like somewhere in my house, man. That's a fact. I bought it as a child.
Bro, you need to find it, bro. Like that's something, bro. Like that's something. Like that is something, bro.
Facts.
Like,
That's a thing. But anything else you gotta say before we get out of here, man?
man, I'm working on the Trap Atlanta tape. I'm putting it out in July. I want people to know to not take me too seriously this time. Like it's literally a trap tape. Like I know people expect a certain amount of bars. Fuck that. I just want people to have like a good time. Like it's literally called Trap Atlanta, like bro. Just enjoy yourself and have a good time and turn up to this shit. Like it's fun, like you know.
All right then. Until next time, y'all go check out my boy music. I say what I mean. I mean what I say. I say what I. Or damn, I'm fucking up my own slogan. This is crazy. I think I'm so tired right now. I say what I mean. I mean what I say. Haters go hate and play.